We're here with a guy who needs very little introduction for Komets fans, Anthony Petruzzelli. And Anthony, this past weekend, a couple of goals for you, the offense really clicking. What are you doing well right now, both individually as a team, that's allowing this offense to kind of flow and do their thing and work their magic on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's a lot of it's part of the seasons, and there's a lot of ups and downs throughout the entire thing. And so for us, just in order to get back to kind of playing our game offensively, getting to it, getting more chances, and I think that's really helped us overall. And just individually, I guess it kind of comes back, and my time around.
Now, earlier this season, you played your 400th game as a Komet. What does a milestone like that mean to you?
Yeah, it's very special for a place like Fort Wayne to kind of embrace me and just take me in and make me one of their own like that. It was truly special. So this place has a major part of my heart. I have my family here. I started my family here, and so I'm so happy to be a part of this community. And being able to do that, it's something I'll definitely remember.
Now, one of the biggest honors you can receive as a Komet, especially as a current player, is to be the bobblehead going into the season. So when you had a chance to look at that Petro Magic bobblehead, what was your first reaction?
I think I'm aging pretty well.
Yeah.
So, they left a couple of the gray hairs out that my wife's finding now. So that's nice. But, it's truly a cool honor. Got the call, and, they said they were thinking about doing it this year. And so, I was super excited about it.
Was that easy Christmas presents for everybody else in the family, like, send them out to the folks?
No, actually, my dad, he's already got his own box of them, so I just kind of let him take care of it. No, he's hand out a few here and there, a couple of kids, a few buddies, so.
Speaking of kids, you and your wife, Blakely, was born in August. Just tell me a little bit about that, because I think it changes when you have a child. It changes your whole perspective on everything.
Yeah, I mean it's been amazing. So she's almost 5 months old here now, and kind of seeing her getting to grow and change every day. It's truly something special, and it's hard to have a bad day when you come home. You see her smiling and everything like that, and that's kind of your whole world. So ultimately, it makes you a little bit softer too. And I don't think I've ever been the toughest guy by any means, but I definitely love my daughter.
When you take a look at that first 11-game road trip, was that hard to be away, or was it like, whew, I'm off diaper duty for a little while?
No, it was kind of tough. So, I mean, we kind of have our routine down at home here, and, my wife is awesome and taking care of a lot of those duties, making sure it's off my plate so I can kind of focus on hockey and, providing for the family and everything like that. So she's been amazing, but, you get that many days on the road, you start to miss her, and, a lot of FaceTime, just time spent just, more me talking, her just cooing at me a little bit, but it's awesome.
So you've got her, and then Axel is Jesse's kid, so you guys have that in common. Who do you think is better at changing diapers, you or Jesse?
I think probably me at this point. I've had my fair share. I'd say a little bit more experience because of the extra 2 months probably.
All right, so you obviously don't want any extra shifts.
No. I mean, hey, it's all right. I'm sure he's probably great at changing diapers, but I can sling him with the best of them.
Okay, so you know what it's like when you get into the grind of January, February, March when it comes to the ECHL. What does this Komets team need to do over this stretch, the dog days essentially of the season, to make sure you're fighting for that #1 spot when it comes to the Central Division when it's all said and done?
Yeah, I mean, you got to show up every night. It's it's definitely hard. When you get these midweek games, you end up playing 3-3s on the weekend sometimes, and just the schedule really starts to pile on here. You're getting a lot of games and very few nights. So being able to show up every night, be consistent. You're not always going to have your 100% A game, but you got to find to win games. With your B game, and just ways to hold on and get points no matter what.
Now, you're originally from Washington State. Was that a big hockey area growing up?
No, not at all. So I spent a majority of my childhood growing up playing hockey in British Columbia. So a lot of time spent in the car, driving, traveling on the weekends.
So when did it become a passion for you to play this game?
I mean, right at the age of 3. I mean, my dad, he's from the Midwest. He's a Chicago kid, born and raised and everything. And so he kind of grew up with it and played men's league. So his first thing was to get me into it, and it's always been pretty special to me since.
As a leader for this Komets team, what's been the message for some of these young guys? Obviously, there's a lot of roster turnover from year to year, but for this group, what's the one thing that you're trying to impart on them that they can really use and learn from and take to make this team successful night in and night out?
I think we've talked about it from day one. Jesse said this a lot, that, it doesn't matter, who's in the lineup, where we're playing, when we're playing, we're going to find a way to beat you. And so I think as long as every guy has that mindset that, hey, it doesn't matter if we're missing one, 2, 3, 4 guys, we have a deep enough roster that we're going to go out there and win.
All right, we appreciate it. Good to have Anthony Petruzzelli on your team. Over 400 games in a Komets uniform. For Anthony, I'm Glenn, and that is Komets Corner.